What's going on, everybody? My name is Stephen Wimberley and this is Working with Wimberley, and in this video we're going to do new brake pads and rotors on this Porsche Cayenne. This is a 2016 Porsche Cayenne base 3.6 V6. It is all-wheel drive and we're going to be doing the brakes and rotors. I'm going to try to keep this really quick and to the point and tell you exactly what you need to know to get this job done. This is the base model with the 3.6 V6 fuel injected, no turbo or anything like that. So I'm going to jack the car up, get it on jack stands and get the wheels off, and then we can start. There's some tools you need in order to do this job. To get the two caliper bolts out, just one up here, second one down here. You will need triple square bit sockets in order to do this, and for this one it's going to be the M14 size, which is right here. This is what it looks like, and you'll need this in order to get the two bolts out. And I have my breaker bar as well to put on this socket. Another thing I'm going to use is a T30 Torx bit, and I have it on this right angle ratchet, which you can see right here. And I'm going to use that. I'm going to use it right here on this screw, which will release this bracket, which holds on to the brake line. This will give us more wiggle room to take the caliper and sit it over here on a wood block while we take off the rotor. So I'm going to take out this top bracket. I've also seen guys take out this middle bracket and it worked, but I've already done it with the top because I took these off to measure them and that worked. So that's the method I'm going to go with. The brake caliper is off. I have it sitting on a crate with wood blocks, so there's no tension on the brake line. As far as the rotor goes, we have a T50 screw right here that needs to come out. So I'm going to take this screw out with this T50 socket. Once this comes out, the rotor should just slide right off. All right, with the rotor off, I'm going to take a wire wheel and just clean this up before we put the new rotor on. And as far as the caliper goes, there's pistons on both sides, so we're going to need to spread this out to push the pistons back into the caliper, so we'll have room for the new brake pads. And I have this caliper spreader tool that I purchased off of Amazon that I'm going to use to do this, and I'll have a link in the description for this tool. I was getting ready to put this rotor on, but I noticed that the vanes had a direction to them inside the new rotor. So I pulled out the other one, and these are actually directional. So I'm just gonna make sure I match it up with the one that's already on there. You can see the directions that the vanes are going which matches the directions of this one. So this one is going to go on the driver's side. The torque spec on the caliper bolts is 104 foot-pounds, and Porsche does recommend replacing the caliper bolts when you do the brake job. Make sure to pump the brakes before driving, and this job is done. If you found that video helpful, be sure to subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment. God bless you all.